Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out 2 more episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine with episode 20 of season 4, The Muse, and then episode 21 of season 4, For the Cause. I can see in episode 21 that Yates has come back. I have missed her so much. Cassidy Yates, where have you been in the show? And I'm excited to see her talk to Cisco at some point, you know, see that relationship blossom a little bit in episode 21. But episode 20, The Muse, I have no idea what that episode's about, but I'm excited to find out because DS9 season 4 has been one roller coaster of a ride, and last week especially with Hard Time may be my favorite episode of Star Trek, not Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but Star Trek so far. So I'm feeling pretty great about Star Trek Deep Space Nine at the moment because of last week. I mean, I think all of season 4 has been amazing, but especially last week was fantastic, like absolutely stunning. So I'm riding a high going into this week for sure. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, here's my Patreon of uncut and early access reactions to my movies and TV shows that come up to 3 weeks early, as well as exclusive Patreon live streams, movie polls, movie reactions, and so much more. Thank you so much for checking out. Let's get back to the video. Okay, let's dive into this one. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to episode 20 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Muse.
Tries to impress a double girl by wearing a toupee. A thief disguises himself as a monk so he can swindle a Ferengi.
A thief?
Traveling alone. She's come a long way.
Okay, Jake. Jake likes those big foreheads, you know what I mean? Oh.
Roxana?
Oh, hello, welcome back.
You've been crying.
She's in like one episode every season.
Because I'm pregnant.
She's pregos. Whose baby is it? Don't mention it's Odo's baby. A little Odo, some slime. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Rosanna Troi is back, and I'm really excited. I really enjoy her character, and her interactions with Odo are always really, really sweet.
Then those were tears of happiness.
I won't let him do it, Odo.
Do what?
What?
My husband, Jay All. He wants to take...
Who's your husband?
Tell me, why would your husband want to take your baby from you?
He's Tavnian.
What does that mean?
They believe in strict separation of the sexes. Boys are raised by men, girls by women. By those...
Oh, that's interesting. You know, me and my girlfriend came up with a concept like this the other day. That no Star Trek had already done it.
Beautifully about why he wanted to marry me. But afterwards, it was as if I had become a piece of property in his eyes.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, I'm so tired. I've never needed a friend more than I do right now.
Luckily, Odo is your best friend.
I appreciate your situation and I would like to help.
I knew.
It doesn't let him finish.
Is a quiet place where I can have my baby in peace.
I was about to suggest the very thing. I'll find out when the next transport leaves for...
You know who's really good at delivering babies? Worf. He loves to do it. Loves to do it. Do you think this woman is looking for Roxana?
You're a writer.
And you're a reader.
I'm working on a story.
I can spot a creative soul, galaxy away.
Okay, congratulations.
Most people would never notice someone like him, but I have a weakness for artists.
She's coming on to you, Jake, a little bit.
He must have listened to you.
I found artists have a weakness for me as well. At least I hope they do.
This is so weird.
To be remembered. Isn't that why you write?
I don't know.
Why do you write it?
It's nothing to be ashamed of. I think it's what makes artists so compelling.
All right.
Aw, you flattered him.
How?
There are ways, exercises, techniques.
I don't know if I trust this woman. She has not blinked once.
Come to my quarters tonight.
I'll be there.
Okay, Jake. I don't think Jake realizes that he's being Jake Rizko right now, but he is.
Are you packed? Cassidy's ship is going to be here any minute.
Cassidy.
And I was looking forward to the three of us spending time together.
Me too, but I really need to focus on this.
All right. Good luck with it.
He's like, I'm going to a woman's room tonight, okay, Dad?
So, tell me, where are you girls headed?
Oh, Hollow Sweet. King Arthur's court.
I love their outfits.
I don't know if it's because she's betazoid or what, but her mood is contagious. As soon as she walked in here, things started getting quiet.
Last episode she was in, everyone fell in love with her and making out with each other.
Odo! Won't you join the party?
Actually,
Interesting how Odo isn't really affected by this stuff.
wondering if you wanted to take
By
a
the
walk.
Betazoid
I would.
in the air stuff.
I would love to. Sorry, maybe next time.
Dude, Worf is going through something right now.
Right next to yours.
My replicator's acting up. Would you mind terribly if we popped in so I could get a cup of Gavilan tea?
I don't mind, why don't you just stay the night? Wink wink.
Gavel and tea.
Is this for shape-shifting?
Yes.
But how do you shapeshift through it?
I think it's a sculpture.
Well, what do most people know? Thank you.
These two are honestly so good for each other, I can't even lie. But I like them as friends more than like a romantic relationship.
Major Kira and First Minister Shakar are involved now.
That doesn't mean you're not over them.
I don't think there's much danger of that happening.
Oh! Send Worf! Send Worf, the baby's kicking.
He's moving. Here, you want to feel?
Oh.
There.
Oh, look at Odo's eyes!
I don't think I've had a decent night's sleep in weeks.
Oh, this is so cute!
As someone once said, life is a search to find the peace you once had when you were safe inside your mother.
That's a good line.
Oksana. Your replicator isn't really broken, is it?
No.
I'm sorry if I made you feel unwelcome. It's just my way. Oksana?
No, she's asleep, bro. The music is so good right now, too! He turned himself into a blanket for her. They're actually so good together. It's so interesting how Odo lets down a lot of his barriers when it comes to Luxana. Luxana?
It's Jake. Jake Sisko, remember me?
Come in.
Okay, I like 100% thought she was going to be naked or something.
I thought maybe.
It's what you're going to be writing next that interests me.
Who is this woman?
Although maybe not this nervous. Haven't you ever been alone in a woman's quarters before?
Yeah, many times. Many times.
It's sort of autobiographical. The main character's mother dies. It's not about that, really. It's about a lot of things.
Why wouldn't it be about that, though?
Ravalis used it when he wrote The Weight.
You knew him?
I have a weakness for artists, I told you that.
Why does this feel so mystical? I wonder if she's actually trying to help him.
Here.
Paper!
Paper?
No one's used paper in years.
What's that?
It's one of the techniques I told you about.
Can you teach it to me?
That's why you're here.
You just write on the paper.
The idea is to create a stream of consciousness and see where that takes you. You can edit later.
She's an English teacher. We do this in English class, you know what I mean? Write for 10 minutes about anything you want.
You feel where my thumbs are?
Mm-hmm.
That's your foramen magnum.
I'm going to take it. Oh my god.
There's another one. Here.
Or she's gonna kiss it or something.
Floating.
Maybe she's like some form of creative vampire. Because it seems like the artists that she's been with have died. Or at least that one architect.
Let them flow.
She's like a creative vampire. That's my new theory. She's trying to like kill Jake by eating his creativity.
There you are.
Oh my god, get wrecked. he was actually there.
That's not fair. I didn't know you could do surfaces.
Well, now you do.
Look how happy he is.
It's my husband, isn't it?
Stay here. I'll handle this.
But I have
Sorry, we don't let bald people on this station, except for Cisco.
I am not talking about her, I'm talking about my son. I intend to see that he is raised by men, not by the pampering foolishness of women.
Oh my god.
The mother's husband.
Oh.
By the time Roxana gives birth, you won't be her husband.
Oh, interesting.
And in a legal Tavnian ceremony, your marriage to Jael will automatically be annulled.
Odo and Luxwana, married. It was meant to be.
Thank you.
There is one thing I don't understand. Jael insisted on staying to witness the ceremony.
Yeah, why?
Well, I trust I can count on you to accept me, even if I just stand there and read last week's criminal activity report.
No, you don't quite understand.
Oh, what?
Doubts the groom's sincerity. They can challenge the validity of the marriage.
Oh my god, so you have to be super honest about it.
I have to convince Jael that I want to marry you.
You can do it, Odo. You've been very mega emotional before. You can do it again.
Isn't it?
Oh my god. She's actually killing him.
I'll be alright. It's already stopped. Where was I?
Oh my god, you little snake. You big-headed snake.
Did I miss something? I didn't know Odo was getting married till this morning.
I'm not sure he knew either.
Talk of the town. I like the blue. We should make wedding outfits blue.
She is as kind as she is beautiful, and I want her to be part of my life from this day.
Oh no, you have to be more emotional than that.
Say me, Roxana.
Am I the only one who finds this a pale declaration of love?
Yeah.
He could be talking about any woman.
Roxana is not just any woman, not to me.
Then prove it to us.
Yeah, Odo. You have to be better than that.
Before I met her, my world was a much smaller place.
Wow, this is gonna be right from the heart.
The truth is, I was ashamed of what I was.
Wow. Chills, guys.
People saw how truly different I was. They would recoil from me. Roxana saw how different I was, and she didn't recoil.
No, she didn't actually, did she?
And that changed me forever. The day I met her is the day I stopped being alone.
Oh, wow.
And I want her to be part of my life from this day on. Marry me.
You know, I think he's actually kind of telling the truth.
I say for all to hear that this woman is mine. If anyone challenges my claim to her, let them do so now.
He's gonna back off. It was a good speech, Odo. It was a good speech.
Odo, Chief.
Congratulations.
I can't believe Odo's married. Odo is married now, guys. What the heck? That's kind of poor guy, though. Hopefully you can see his kid at least.
To my humble establishment, I'm throwing a party for the happy couple.
Quark.
What can I say? I'm a hopeless romantic.
Quark actually does like his romance.
He's really leaving.
It would appear so.
Oh, Odo.
They might kiss, please. A little bit.
I really believed you wanted to marry me. I suppose that we should.
Odo believed that too.
Not now. I want to
The
something.
woman's tired. The woman's like, I can't eat anymore.
But if you rest now, your work will be even better.
All right. I'll go home.
She got so tired. His mind is too big. Oh, Jake, are you okay? Oh, Jake.
I'd like to keep him in the neural stabilization field for a while.
Oh, Nadia.
Jake.
Where is she?
Jake.
You don't need her anymore, Jake. What? What the heck? What the heck?
Keep going, Jake.
Oh my god, just didn't. In the ventilation system.
To create something that will live on long after you're gone.
The nosebleed again. Come on, Cisco. I want him to punch this woman. Bah, bah, bah.
Get away!
Oh my god, yes, Cisco.
Dad, don't interfere.
I said get away!
Punch her in the face.
Tarbold, Keats, 100 others. I unlocked their potential.
Is that what you did to Jake? Look at him!
Yeah.
Return, immortality. Their names will live on.
So she actually thinks that she's helping.
Ready to give everything he had in one great burst. What a waste.
What a waste.
You're not going
Don't
anywhere.
let her go. Shoot! Aww.
You could deliver at any time now, and it's a long way to Beta Z. You really should stay.
I'll miss you too.
Aww.
No, of course not. The problem is I want much more than that from you. You see, I can't help it. I'm still in love with you.
Aww.
And our friendship is far too important for me to let that happen. That's why it's better for both of us if I leave now.
Okay, that makes sense. I love how straight talking she is to Odo.
Goodbye, husband.
Oh, husband!
Goodbye, wife.
Wife.
How are you feeling?
Okay, I guess. You've read it?
Is it good? What if it sucks?
The dialogue is sharp, the story's involving, the characters are real. The spelling is terrible.
I just wish I wrote it.
You did.
How can I be sure? I mean, without Onaya.
Listen to
Yeah, but the words are in your head. By Jake Cisco. That was a pretty good episode. I really liked the Loxana, Troy, Odo stuff. I thought the Jake subplot was iffy. It was okay at times. It was good at the end. Okay during the middle of it. But overall, another good episode of DS9 as we approach closer and closer to the conclusion of this season. And that was my reaction to The Muse, episode 20 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And I thought that was a pretty good episode. I really like Loxana Troy episodes with Odo because they can be really sweet. My issue was the subplot with Jake. I just thought the subplot was okay. I thought the idea of this like vampire-esque woman stealing people's creative thoughts as like almost as food source, but giving them like immortality in the process because she actually enables them to be incredibly creative was an interesting idea and an interesting concept. It just kind of felt like it was a little bit too long, and then it felt a little messy at the end at times, like when Jake collapsed and was in Bashir's office. That felt like the start of an episode, not the end of a subplot, if that makes sense. I don't know. It just felt like a little weird. It just felt like a little out of place, I guess. But I really like the end of his subplot. I'm talking about his subplot first before I get into the stuff that I really liked about this episode. But I really like the end of the subplot where Jake was talking about how he doesn't know if those were his words or not. But those words, as Cisco said, were inside him all along. He just has to figure out how to get them out himself. And so I'm really excited to see Jake grow and learn as a writer. I'm excited that the show is sticking with him as a writer. He said he's going to take a little break. I don't know if that just means like next episode he'll be back to writing because time progresses without us, you know what I mean, on DS9, or if that'll be like end of season stuff or end of the show stuff when he finishes the novel. But either way, I think it's cool and I really like it, and I really like that Jake is going to be a good writer. I think he's going to be a great writer. But as for the main course of this episode, it was Loxana Troy who was pregnant and Odo, and Loxana Troy was running away from her husband. And yeah, I thought it was really, really cool. I really like Odo and Troy together. Loxana Troy, not Troy from TNG, Troy from DS9, her mom. But I really like Odo and Loxana together. I think that they are such a good couple. I really enjoy especially Odo in the relationship, and I don't think it's the Betazoid stuff from Luxwana, because it seems like Odo isn't affected much by the emotional stuff that comes out of Betazoids. You know, whenever she made everyone kind of fall in love with each other, Odo never really did anything. He never acted on anything, so he's not really affected by it. But it's cool to see Odo just let down his barriers for her. And you can see that whenever she comes on screen, whenever she's present in DS9, Odo just kind of lets her into his life more so than other people. And then it kind of is all clear when he does that speech at the end of the episode when they're getting married. And he's talking about how she was one of the first people, if not the first person, to see Odo as he was. Like, basically not as an experiment, not as someone different, not as something kind of weird, like, oh, I don't want to see you transform anymore. Someone who was curious and to explore Odo further, you know what I mean? And it made him feel a lot less alone in a world where he was so different from everyone else. And it makes so much sense. And when he was doing this speech, it felt like he loved her. It felt like he loved her. And I know that he loves Major Kira. I've always thought that was a little strange. Like, it just felt like the Odo Kira stuff, it kind of felt like it came out of nowhere. Like, yes, there were hints of it before he admitted to his love in the Heart of Stone episode, but the Luxwana Troy Odo relationship feels much more like a love story that should happen to Odo eventually. Even though I do enjoy their friendship and it would be nice if they stayed friends, Luxwana Troy does love Odo, and in that moment when Odo was giving the speech, it did feel like Odo loved Troy as well, and I don't know if he realizes it yet or not. And we know the conversation that they had at the end where Luxwana was like, yeah, I still love you, I can't stay, I'll start to resent you and stuff because you just can't give me what I want right now because you love someone else. It all makes sense, and I'm sad that she has to go, but maybe next time she comes back, Odo will be fully over Kira and realize that maybe Luxwana Troy is the right person for him, you know what I mean? Because they are so comfortable together, and it's really cool to see Odo just break down his barriers for her like that, because it allows us to see this much more emotional and caring side of Odo than we've seen before, you know what I mean? So I really enjoyed that aspect. Anyways, let's get into episode 21 now, guys. For the Cause, Cassidy Yates is in this episode. That's exciting. We haven't seen her in a long time. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy my reaction to episode 21 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, For the Cause. My dog just sat up for no reason. Oh, Cassidy and Cisco sleeping together.
Oh, you're not making this easy.
That's the general idea.
You are evil.
One sec, Huxley.
You're more like a parody of virtue. But we'll have to continue this debate another time.
I can't wait.
See you later.
She got changed so fast, you know. Bye, Huxley.
Do not share it with anyone who doesn't have a level 7 security rating. It seems...
Dude, I'm so glad he's back.
2 CFI replicators.
With all due respect, Bajor is just one planet. The Klingons have destroyed the industrial base of literally dozens of Cardassian worlds.
Yeah, fair enough.
Why all the secrecy?
Starfleet intelligence believes the Maquis may try to stop the shipment or even see...
The Maquis are still part of this?
Klingons. They've basically given a free hand to the Maquis and the demilitarized.
I forgot the Maquis even existed, you know, guys.
Mr. Eddington, I want daily briefings on this until the replicators are in Cardassian hands.
Aye, sir.
Dismissed.
This is so interesting. We have a Maquis. I thought we were done with the Maquis after season 2, I'll be honest with you.
The commander and I would like to have a word with you.
Something wrong?
Captain, come to our attention that there may be a Maquis smuggler here on the station.
Oh, what? Is it Quark?
Again, we're still not certain.
I understand that. Who, gentlemen?
Cassidy Yates.
Cassidy Yates.
It's Cassidy Yates. Oh my god, it's Cassidy Yates. What if she works for the Maquis? No judgment, because Ro works for the Maquis now, and I like Ro. But Cassidy Yates, that would be so interesting. I hope she does. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Dude, Cassidy Yates, Maquis, let's go. Please be real. Please be real. Come in again.
5 months ago, Captain Yates was hired by the Bajorans to carry cargo to their outlying colonies. It's a 12-hour run for most ships, but she always takes 18. The 6-hour difference is...
Garrick's in this episode, guys.
For Deep Space Nine in the last 6 months.
And Captain Yates has been living aboard the station for just under 6 months.
Well, there's a lot of evidence here.
It's to base an accusation.
We haven't
Cisco,
made
you're-
any accusations. I said we have suspicions.
Yeah, he's a little angry because he loves her.
You'll have to show me some real evidence before I'll authorize what you're proposing.
If she's really a Marquis, then she's no longer a Federation citizen.
The answer is no.
I think they're just trying to come in there with a fact.
There are times we have to search vessels docked at the station, if you can find a reason.
Search for shit. Oh, what's this? Racquetball. I missed this. Kira.
Some attention. Some, yes. Yours, no.
This is a dirty game.
Should say hello after the game. That's Gul Dukat's daughter, and I can't think of anyone in the galaxy who hates you more than he.
Yeah, fair enough.
You don't think I'm capable of conducting any kind of pleasant discourse without some kind of nefarious, ulterior motive?
Yeah, I think that's very fair. Bashir, you missed her winning.
Bajoran rotamba stew over spinach linguine.
Don't your neighbors ever complain?
Sometimes, but usually it's only an excuse to get a taste of my cooking.
Right? Oh. Like, it's gonna be on his mind.
I'm going for a real you are there feeling. The details have to be right. Cass, haven't you been to Kavaria?
Not me, sorry.
Oh, interesting.
Kavaria's out towards the Badlands. I try to stay away from there. You should ask Quark. I bet he...
Okay, it's looking good so far.
On my ship, Drion's a long way from the Badlands.
What route do you take to the Dreon system?
It sounds like you're interrogating her, Cisco.
Okay, everyone grab a plate and prepare to bedazzle.
You first.
Dang it, she's so good. I want her to be Maquis because that'd be so interesting, but I don't want her to be Maquis because she is so good with Cisco and Jake. Ziel, that's her name, right? You have to say something now.
Oh, true. But it would take them a few minutes to arrive, and by then, it might be too late.
I don't think I'll hurt you.
Not today.
We have perishable goods in the hold, and we cannot
What is going on here?
Captain, we need to make a Class 2 inspection of your cargo before we can allow...
What's the excuse?
How long will this take?
6 hours.
6 hours?
We'll miss the rendezvous.
We'll see about that.
She's gonna call Cisco.
As a precaution. But I need to go now, or I'll lose the entire consignment.
Stand by. Is there any way we can make a shorter inspection?
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't bother at this point. If Cassidy's in a hurry, she'll be standing over their shoulders the whole time.
Yes, she will.
You are clear to leave the station.
Oh my
Just
God.
remember to irradiate that cargo.
Thanks, Ben. I owe you one. See you tomorrow.
I think she's actually gonna be in the Maquis. I think Cisco's a little blind. He wouldn't have done that to anyone else.
Now get down to the Defiant and tell Worf he has a change of orders. I want you to follow the Zosa.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right now your orders are to observe, then report directly to me. Is that clear?
Perfectly.
Okay, that's good. Cassidy gets what she wants. She's happy with Cisco, but he still gets to track them. She has a cool ship though, Cassidy. That's so cool. What the heck?
Eking out a living in some godforsaken colonies in the Cardassian border. The next day, the Federation makes a treaty handing those colonies over to the Cardassians.
Yeah, it makes sense. It does make sense.
I wouldn't say that around Major Kira if I were you. How about you, Commander?
What would you do, Eddington?
I don't have any feelings about them one way or the other.
Oh, you must have an opinion.
Yeah, come on, Eddington.
Starfleet says to find them a key, I'll find them a key. They tell me to help them, I'll help them.
No, come on, show me your opinion. That's why I love Eddington, because he's so by the books. He's predictable. He's predictable.
He's predictable.
That's a Maquis Raider.
Oh, no.
I got this holosuite program from Quark. It's a reproduction of a Cardassian sauna.
Oh, cool.
I was wondering if you might be interested in trying it out with me.
Yes, Garrick, say yes.
Maybe the day after tomorrow. Say 2100?
I'd be delighted.
Oh.
Great.
Aziel's so happy.
Rock the Gino, extra sweet. Makaba bread, no crust.
What happened to juice and oatmeal?
I'm too old for that now.
A weird peppermint. And the bread, I don't know what it tastes like. You want some?
I think I'll pass.
He doesn't want anything to do with Cassidy at the moment, does he?
Didn't get much sleep last night.
I guess you're not used to sleeping alone anymore.
Jake, not the time, not the time.
I've just got a lot on my mind.
Something happened between you and Cassidy?
Not exactly.
You're gonna tell Jake?
Things change. But not this.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Yep. From the residual transporter signature, it was approximately 80% organic. I'd say food or possibly medical supplies.
So she's trying to help them.
It sounds like she's only
Where's the Zosa now?
Wow.
Captain Yates is on her way.
He totally ignored Dax.
Thank you. Dismissed.
Do you think he feels betrayed? Probably. Dax needs to slap him out of this.
Dismissed, old man.
Cisco's taking no one right now. Cisco's talking to no one, taking no one.
Were you gone?
Admitted. Without me, you cried yourself to sleep.
He actually might have.
So, did you make your rendezvous with the Tholian traitor?
Right on time.
Oh my god, you liar.
In fact, I can't stay long. I'm supposed to make a run tonight. But I promise you can inspect the cargo ahead of time.
That'll make Odo very happy.
Oh, Jake's like, hey guys.
It's a baseball game between the 1961 Yankees and the 1978 Red Sox.
I'll buy the hot
wow.
dogs.
I don't know any of those teams, but I bet it's good.
Have to get back to ops. Anyway, the Yankees will bury them.
We should seize both vessels and arrest everyone aboard.
For all we know, the Zosa may not make another run for months. We shouldn't let this opportunity pass us by.
Oh wow, Cisco. Cisco's hardened.
So the CFI replicators are due to arrive here tomorrow afternoon.
I forgot about these things.
Sir, if the Maquis put up a fight, the Zosa might get caught in the crossfire. If that happens, I can't guarantee the safety of Cassidy Yates.
Oh wow.
The security of the CFI replicators is your priority. I'll take command of the Defiant.
Cisco in command. Imagine if Cisco has to blow up Cassidy Yates.
Why don't we drop everything and go to Ryza, just the two of us?
Now?
We won't even pack a bag. We'll walk straight out of here, get in a runabout.
He's trying to save her.
I have a great crew. They can handle things around here for a few days.
Stop her being arrested.
Tell the Tholians they won't be getting this shipment at all.
I don't think I can do that, Ben. I have a commitment to fulfill.
Okay then, see you soon.
It's just a crazy idea. Have a good trip.
Thanks.
Oh my god, the tension. Dude, she's gonna get arrested, isn't she?
It was a tempting idea, Ben. I wish I could take you up on it.
So do I.
So do I. Why was that one of the saddest so do I's of all time? I have chills. Again, chills everywhere.
Can't you do something about these lapels?
Such as?
I don't know. I'm not a tailor. Just make them look good. Oh.
I think it already looks good.
I want more room in the shoulders, and these cuffs are completely unacceptable.
Garrick, can I talk to you for a minute?
Of course, Major.
Oh, she's gonna talk about ZL. She's not gonna like this, is she?
And I swear, if you do anything to hurt her, I will make you regret it. Is that clear?
As Tabalian glass.
Good.
Not as crystal, as Tabalian glass. I like that. I'm gonna use that.
The pants are about 1 meter too long. So, are you canceling your date with Zia?
That's not a date. That's weird if it was a date.
But after my little chat with Major Kira, I feel much better. The good Major would also welcome my untimely demise and do nothing to interfere.
Look how smugly happy he is.
Kira acts like she doesn't want you to go, so you'll feel everything's okay, and then you go anyway.
Oh my god, you guys are overthinking this way too much.
Of course. What?
The pants.
Oh.
Garrick's not usually speechless, so that's pretty funny.
Terrorists don't work this way.
Yeah.
If your contact doesn't show up for a rendezvous, you leave.
Yeah, why is she staying?
Well, that her cargo is so valuable to the Maquis that she will wait as long as it takes to make her delivery.
Or it's a trap for the Defiant.
This was on the Zosa. Would you be commanding this mission yourself?
You're saying someone wanted me here. Why?
I'm not sure, but one thing's certain.
Cassidy knew Cisco knew?
Let's send a coded message to
Tachyon Surge. A ship's decloaking.
The Defiant.
Oh my god.
Cassidy, man, she's like, oh, Zut.
Where your feelings are for me, I can't believe you would put him in danger.
I was supposed to meet a Maquis ship at these coordinates. I don't know anything about an attack on the station.
No, what if the Maquis were using her as well?
I was told that these medical supplies were urgently needed and that I had to be here no matter what. I tried to tell them that I'd made too many runs.
It has to be a trap.
You were going to be caught? That's why they didn't send a Maquis ship out here to meet you. Everything's been...
What if they want the Defiant?
Planning an attack? What other reason could there be? What could be happening on the station?
I've received new orders from Starfleet Command.
Oh, the things! The things!
Cargo Bay 17 are to be transferred aboard.
The replicators are the key!
You wanted to see me?
Yes, Major. I'm afraid I need to take command of the station for the next few hours.
Oh my god, Eddington. Eddington is Maquis! Eddington is Maquis! Eddington is Maquis! What is going on? Oh my god. Oh my god. Eddington, he used to be my least favorite character. Now, he's up there. Eddington is Maquis. He is not the straight shooter that we all know.
Back to the station, Constable. Captain Yates is my responsibility, and I will thank you to leave it at that.
Oh my god. What's their relationship going to be like after this episode, if she even survives? Eddington. Eddington, you beautiful manipulator. Oh my god.
I'll go to Ops and take command.
Yes, sir.
Wow. I would never for a second have thought he was Maquis.
Everything that happens on this station is my responsibility, Major.
Incoming message for you, Captain. It's from Commander Eddington.
Eddington?
Why?
Will knowing my personal motivation change anything at this point?
No, I don't suppose
That's
it
why
will.
he didn't have
Then let's table that.
an opinion on it in the first place.
Starships chase us through the Badlands, and our supporters are harassed and ridiculed. Why? Because we've left the Federation, and that's the one thing you can't accept.
Interesting.
You're only sending them replicators because one day they can take their rightful place on the Federation Council.
Interesting.
You're even worse than the Borg.
What?
You're more insidious. You assimilate people, and they don't even know it.
Wow. You know, Eddington actually does kind of have a point. In some way.
No colony where you will spend the rest of your days growing old and wondering whether a ship full of replicators was really worth it.
Okay, Cisco. Okay, Cisco. Cisco's been betrayed twice this episode.
Although I seldom credit the Major or your father with being entirely trustworthy, in this case, they're both telling the truth.
Yeah.
I'm half Bajoran, and that means I'm an outcast back home.
And you're an outcast too.
And share the heat with me. Maybe tell me something about home that I don't know. Then I would welcome your company.
Okay, ZL.
So, what shall we talk about first?
Okay, Cassidy made it home. But what's the relationship gonna be like?
I had to come back, but I didn't see any reason to drag them here just to face a prison sentence.
Oh, wait. No, they are on Maquis.
I still have my duty.
And I know I'll probably go to prison. But I came back because of us.
Yes, Cassidy.
Despite all that's happened, I still love you, Ben.
Say it back, Cisco. Come on.
I don't want to throw that away, do you?
Yes. Okay, good. Don't say but, though. Oh, he's pulling back. But you can't stay here.
Lieutenant Reese.
Oh no, what?
I'll be back.
I'll be here.
Bro, you cannot arrest her. That was the episode. That was such a good episode, but Cassidy Yates has been arrested. Eddington is Maquis. What the heck, guys? This episode had twist and a twist and a twist and a twist. Oh, that's how I feel right now. And that was my reaction to episode 21 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, For the Cause. And what a great episode that was. We had a few different things in this episode, and Cisco was betrayed twice. Once by our woman, Cassidy Yates. I love Cassidy Yates, and I still do like Cassidy Yates. I still do love her. And our man, Eddington. Our man, Eddington, is Maquis. He is Maquis. Who would have guessed that he is Maquis. It makes so much sense now why he didn't answer the question about what his opinions are on the Maquis. I thought it was just because he was a straight shooter, and you know, when he said that, I was like, oh, very believable, you know what I mean? Like, you just go by the Starfleet code, my opinion doesn't matter, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, that sounds like Eddington. That is how Eddington has been set up for us the past, what, 2 seasons now? And all of a sudden, he's Maquis. He just flips and he's Maquis. Has he been Maquis the entire time? Did something change in his life? Like, was the Eddington that we saw in the first episode Eddington was in, was he Maquis then and just infiltrating Starfleet? Or was he Starfleet then? And at some point between the last time we saw Eddington and this time we saw Eddington, did he open his eyes and become the Maquis version of Eddington? I don't know, but either way, that was a twist that I did not see coming. I thought Cassidy Yates was going to be the Maquis. I thought that was going to be the big twist of the episode, even though they said it at the start of the episode. I thought it wasn't going to look like it, and all of a sudden she was. And Yates was Maquis. She was Maquis. She was trading and smuggling for the Maquis, but Eddington, man. Eddington was the Maquis. Like, I just need to sit here and think about that for a second, because that is so interesting. His thoughts on the Federation were also pretty interesting. I can see in a way how he is correct, how in a way the Federation are assimilating planets to join their code of conduct, to join their, you know, their Federation, you know what I mean? And when he said you're worse than a Borg, at least the Borg tell you their plan before they assimilate you. I thought that was really interesting, because there are definitely worlds out there that may not want to be Federation or might want to be Federation, but the Federation does sort of force themselves in a way onto planets in the attempts to better protect them. Well, that's the excuse that the Federation used. Not saying the Federation is bad. The Federation is probably great to live in the Federation, don't get me wrong, but even if you look at something like Bajor, for example, with Bajor, the Federation are really keen on bringing Bajor into the Federation, and they use the guise of, you know, you'll be well protected from any war that might happen because you'll be part of the Federation. And so it's just interesting. I never thought of the Federation like that, but when Eddington said it, I was like, you could, if you're very pessimistic towards the Federation, you could look at the Federation like that as well. So I thought that was a really cool point that Eddington brought up, because it'll make me look at things a little differently, and that's exactly what DS9 is the best at. What I'm very curious about, though, is Cassidy Yates and Sisko's relationship, and if Cassidy Yates will ever come back. She's in jail now. Sisko, it seems like Sisko does still care about her. It seems like Cassidy Yates does still care about him. I mean, Cassidy obviously still loves Sisko, and I think Sisko still loves Cassidy, but Cassidy was willing to serve her time in prison. I don't know how long the time in prison is for Cassidy. It could be she could come back at the start of next season. She could come back in season flippin' 7. She could just not come back at all, for all I know. I would like her back, though. I think she serves her time in prison. She comes back, and Sisko and Cassidy start a life together again, because they were such a good couple together. They do care about each other so much still. Cassidy, as she said, Cassidy had her orders. Sisko has his. It just turned out that her orders were with a people that Sisko is ideologically and work-relatedly against. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. It's a very interesting predicament, and I'm excited and interested to see how Sisko deals with this going forward, being not only betrayed by Eddington, but also betrayed by his girlfriend, who he loved so much, like absolutely loved so much. So it'll be interesting to see how he deals with romance in the future. I don't think he's gonna stop loving Yates, and I think Yates will come back maybe at the end of season 5. I'm thinking maybe later season 5 Yates will come back, but again, not too sure about that. But yeah, besides that as well, this Yell Garrick stuff was really fun. I enjoyed that. That's a nice little friendship that they have. I hope Kira just warms up to it eventually, but it's nice that Ziel wants to make friends with Garrick because they're both outsiders. I thought that was really cute, and I'm glad Ziel is just in the show, you know what I mean? I'm glad that she's on the station, so the show uses her sometimes, and it was nice to see her in this episode. yeah, besides that, I think I'm going to end the review there. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. And so next week, if you guys want to wait until next week, you have episode 21 and 22, For the Cause and To the Death, the penultimate video before the season, or the penultimate video? No, not the penultimate video, but almost at the season finale, which is pretty cool. But if you want to check out the season finale, you can head over. Oh, no. For the Cause. No. Yeah, it'll be To the Death and The Quickening. See, episode 22, To the Death, and episode 23, The Quickening. Sorry, I just said For the Cause is next week, but we just watched that episode. So it is the penultimate episode to season 4, the penultimate videos to season 4, I should say. And yeah, but if you want to check out season 4 right now, the whole season, it's over on Patreon. You can check out episode 22 and 23, To the Death, The Quickening, 24 and 25, Body Parts, and Broken Link. Broken Link being the season finale to season 4, as well as season 5. I don't want to look at season 5 yet. I don't know if season 5, the first episode, is an extra long episode or a regular length episode. If it's extra long, it'll just be episode 1 of season 5 on Patreon right now. But if it's not extra long, then there will be episode 1 and 2 on Patreon right now, or on Patreon soon, because I will be on vacation. So I'm going to be taking a break between the season 4 and season 5 of DS9, finishing up season 4, and then there'll be a big break, and then season 5. So I don't know for you guys on YouTube how that's going to line up, but hopefully season 5 will be on Patreon when this video comes out. If not, it'll be on Patreon very soon, but the end of season 4 finale is on Patreon 100%. So go check that out if you want. If not, I'll see you next week for episode 22 and 23, To the Death and The Quickening. See you then.